What floor was this shirt?
No, oh, dude, do you think we get changed?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Young Hustlers. My name is Jared Glenn, and every Thursday at noon East Coast Standard Time, we come here and drop the heat. We try to get your sales game up. We want to get your income up, and sales is the way you make the money today. That's the deal. So today, we have a topic for you. We're talking about appointments. We're talking about appointments that show up. Appointments are the gateway to deals. So appointments are very important, and we want to go over some information today on how you can become rock solid with getting appointments, setting appointments, and making sure that they show up on time and ready to buy. So if you're watching this listening to it on iTunes or Stitcher, make sure that you share, comment, rate, review. We love seeing that stuff there. And if you're on GCTV, plug in your comments as well. So look, we are 15 days from our 3-day sales boot camp. So for 3 days, we are going to take a deep dive into the sales process, and we're going to cover everything from soup to nuts that has to do with going out and growing a business and increasing sales So if you have a question on sales, that's what this show's for. But if you really want to get into the sales game deep, you own a company, you run a sales team, you want to increase your income, you got to get to the sales bootcamp. Grant Cardone, bootcamp.com. I told him we're going to talk about appointments today. You cool with that?
Appointments. I just sat down with a guy. I just sat down with a gentleman in my office, and he's like, look, Grant, he's a sales organization. He wants to grow his business. He's like, what one metrics? Is it metrics?
Metric. Unless
Good to
you're
be with
talking
you,
about
Jared. Good to be
multiple
with you, Jared,
metrics.
because you are a real sales aficionado.
I was thinking the same exact
You
word.
dress right, you act right, and you talk right. Anyway, this gentleman, he runs a huge company, folks. I mean, this company does big numbers. He's like, Eric Klein's his name. He was at the 10X Growth Conference. He spoke on stage. They did $40 million in sales last year. He's like, what one metric would you focus on more than any other? I said, dude, if it's me focusing on a metric, okay, it's going to be one thing. Appointment. Anoint. This crooked, man. This thing's crooked. I look
know.
like I'm falling off a ship.
I told you, Johnny.
We on a ship, Johnny? So look, today we're going to talk about appointments, right, Jared? How
That's
to
what
get
we're
them,
talking-
how to secure them.
The appointments are the gateway to the deal.
Yeah, totally gateway to the
Yeah.
deal. More appointments you get, like we think that if you get an appointment, 65% of those appointments close as opposed to something randomly happening. So we're going to talk about where you can get them from, where you can find them.
But more importantly, how to get them to stick. How to get them to stick, how to get them to show up on time, and how to make sure that it's actually a real appointment. We have a lot of wish-a-deals in our department sometimes because people are really wishing and hoping, but they didn't do the right things on the front end of the deal to make sure it was the right appointment in the first place.
They didn't show up. Dude, you knew they didn't show up because you never had an appointment. Yeah, he said he was going to be there at 2 o'clock, but you never locked it down.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing called a lockdown. Call me up 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. We really want to answer your questions today.
Yep.
Okay?
Call in.
When you call in, tell me, do you have somebody? By the way, would you like me to secure one of your appointments today? One of the things we're going to be doing at the boot camp that's coming up is we're not just going to be going over the information in this workbook. We will do that. But one thing that I do that I know has contributed to the success that we have here, I get a piece of data and then I use it. One of the things we're going to be doing with the people in the room at the boot camp, I'm going to give you a solution, and then we're going to test it out.
In the real world.
By the way, if you have an appointment today, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the appointment and find out if you really got one. Half of you won't even let me do that because you're so scared. You're like, if you call Francisco and ask him if he's really coming in,
He might not show up.
He going to bail because you already know you don't have an appointment, okay? So first thing I want you to make a note of, do you know whether you really have an appointment or not? There's a question that we asked. I'm just going to throw it to Jared. We hadn't planned this. Guy says, I'm coming in tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Jared, then I'm going to be like, what am I going to say right now? Do you know?
Is there any reason on planet Earth why you won't show up?
Any reason short of nuclear devastation. North Korea goes nuclear. Is there any reason short of Jimwon Kan Jon Kong Gung going bing bong? Anything short of that? No, dude, I'm coming in no matter what. But typically what happens is the guy says this. Hold on, man. Let me look at my calendar. Oh. No, you know what? I got to pick the kids up at 2 o'clock, man. I'm glad you asked that. Let's move it to 5. See, now you know. Because here's the problem with appointments. Once he loses face, you can't sell him. If you're taking notes today.
Really hard to get back in because they don't feel good about it.
If he no-shows, he's not going to even take your phone call when you call him back. Hey, Jared, you didn't show up today. By the way, that would be a mistake.
Terrible mistake. So if somebody doesn't show up for an appointment, the first thing that you have to do is you have to go overboard in making them know that it's okay that they didn't show up. You don't want to talk about, why'd you stand me up? Why didn't you show up? I thought we had an appointment. Do not make them wrong.
Don't make them wrong.
Do not make them wrong at all.
You should have checked it out before. Hey, I know you're showing up at 2 o'clock today. I just want to call, be sure that everything's a go, everything. And by the way, is there any chance it would benefit you if I came to you rather than you coming to me?
Bing!
Binga, binga, binga. We want to basically close the proximity between you and that appointment. We got 1 minute till break. I'd love to take a question right here because they're coming in. They're coming in. We see your questions on Facebook. We see your questions on the Instagrammy, hammy, jammy. But when we come back, I'm going to show you how to shut down an appointment. If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'll take care of your hotel room. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018.
Hey, it's Ted McGrath with Message to Millions. Do you want to create a presentation online that actually gets clients? That's the big problem that we all face, right? People are launching stuff online all day long and they're not converting more sales, getting more customers, and making a difference in the world. So I got something for you here. 26-point framework. If you want to do videos that sell, webinars that sell, I've tested this for the last 6 years in my business. I sold millions of dollars worth of products and services online, and grab it down below for free. It's called the Ultimate Online Presentation Swipe File. You swipe it, and there's literally 26 points on how to create a presentation with examples for each step of how I do mine. So webinars where they're not seeing your face, or video where you're face to camera, they're watching you smile, and you're smiling because sales are coming in all day long. Click that link, grab the gift, tell me what you think about it, and I will see you soon inside the gift. To learn more information, visit presentationswipefile.com.
Learn how to invest in real estate like Grant Cardone, but you don't have the cash to invest yet? Reach out to Chris Root and his team where he will show you how to invest in real estate to build cash without credit or much money by learning how to wholesale real estate. We'll show you the right way to build cash so you can invest in multifamily apartments and other real estate investments like Grant Cardone. Reach out to @Chris Root Entrepreneur on Facebook now. Bullfrog is here for 2018 to serve as you and your business to the highest levels of success. More communication, no drop calls, better integration, faster response time. Kill the desk phone and take your office mobile. Sign up for a free trial right now at bullfrog.net. That's bullfrog.net and join the world's #1 telecommunications company, bullfrog.net. Or email Ben at bullfrog.net or benrife@gmail.com. Email Ben at bullfrog.net or benrife@gmail.com.
Hey, what's going on, Young Hustlers? Every Thursday, noon East Coast Standard Time. GC
In the house.
and JG, we come here and we drop some sales swag.
Follow Jared Glant, by the way, on Facebook, and follow Jared Glant on Instagram. He's trying to get his Instagram following bigger than Sabrina's.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so check it out.
Kids
We're talking about
and puppies.
appointments.
Tough to compete with.
This is the most important metrics. The first most important metrics. By the way, if any caller knows the second most important metric, I will give you. I'll give you our Bootcamp book. Okay, this is a $3,900 book. $3,995.
Why? I knew you were going to go do that. I said, don't do that.
I'll give you.
I said, you can't
if you
do
know
it.
the second metrics. Let's talk to our first caller. Gateway to the deal, confirm the lock, and accelerate the appointment. I'm going to show you how to do these things. And by the way, if you got somebody that's lined up for an appointment today and you don't care about me calling them, I'll call them up right here and show you how to do this.
Zach in Canada.
Zach,
what's going on with the Canadians up there, bro? You got some snow today?
hey.
My man, Uncle G.
My man.
It's minus 25.
Ugh.
Minus 25.
That's centigrade though, so it's it's probably like.
How does the phone even work?
I met you at the 10X party. You know what this is? This was the guy with the Uncle G hat.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. That's an awesome hat, by the way.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man. Hey, do you have an appointment today that I can call?
No, I wish, though. I wish.
Yeah.
I started listening to you 8 months ago. I've been really into real estate, almost at my 1 mil real estate. I'm on a track. I got a $10 million business idea right now, and that involves lots of appointments.
It involves
a
what?
lot of appointments.
It involves
So what's your question?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so do you have any tips? Because I find a lot of people are flaking out. They don't really follow through. So I try to set my standards a little bit higher to who I'm actually going to be meeting with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a rent-to-own business, so I do talk to a lot of future tenants, future landlords who want to get into home ownership, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, good. So
So
so your business, one, you have to have a decision maker. By the way, you guys, when you're doing these appointments, do I have a decision maker? Do they have the money? I don't want an appointment where somebody is not a decision maker and doesn't have the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I do
Exactly.
want an appointment with somebody that is an influencer to the decision maker who has the money. So a lot of people are like, oh, if they don't have the money and they're not a decision maker, I'm not going to go see them. Oh yeah, I'm going to go see them if they're the influencer that can position me to the decision maker and
Whatever
then
it
who
takes,
has
man.
the money.
You just got whatever it takes, you got to go after it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, for sure.
So why don't you have any appointments today?
Oh, I was on the phone all last night.
Well-
Today I'm working on
Yeah, last night.
more about the business, yeah.
Yeah. But again, why don't you have any appointments today? It is the key metric to growing your business.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I need to get some appointments.
Yeah. How many appointments you have tomorrow?
I got a couple tomorrow.
No,
Don't lie to me,
what's the
don't lie to
number?
me,
What's
man.
the number?
That's 2. That's just 2, but
Okay.
that's just with future home buyers.
Okay, good. Do you have the phone number of one of them? I want to call them and see if you actually have an appointment.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah, man. Look, you guys, all you theory guys out there, all you guys out there that want to come speak at the 10X Growth Conference, bro, if you can't do it in front of the audience, you're not going to speak to the audience. Okay, I'm ready for people that want to do it. Go ahead, man. What's the guy's number?
His name is Craig. 705-698-6450.
Yeah, and then what is your name again?
Zach.
My name's Zach.
Zach. And
So,
Zach, what's
can I
he
give you-
seeing you about?
So this guy has his problem. He has $22,000 in RSPs, which is an investment in Canada, but he won't be able to use that for a down payment.
Are
So
you
I'm
going to
trying
see
get
him?
maybe-
Are you going to see him, or is he going to see you?
We're doing this over the phone.
Okay, good. And what time is it?
10 a.m.
What time are you seeing him?
10 a.m.
Zach, what's your last name, Zach?
Cahill.
Cahill.
The company's rent, live, own.
I don't need all that, man. Y'all got his credit's bad, this is bad. I don't care about any of that. He can answer the phone anyway. I just
Okay,
call
give me
people.
someone-
I call people because I'm cray-cray. I am cray-cray on the commitment to grow. See, that's why I still got all my hair. I got internal Rogaine.
Yeah, motherfucker.
To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Craig, this is Grant Cardone. I'm calling on behalf of Zach Cahill. We have a meeting with you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and I wanted to see if I could move that up about 15 minutes. Can't wait to talk to you. Can't wait to work with you. And we are excited about solving the problems of the world. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, by the way. I think I got some leads for you, too, for your business. I got some ideas for you. Okay,
Yeah.
the point is right there, man. Look, are you making those calls? Are you guys out there making those calls? Thanks for calling in, Zach. I appreciate it, okay? Are you guys making those calls? This is your Uncle G telling you, make the call, confirm the appointment. Appointments are the gateway to the deal. Accelerate. What if you were doing that every day? Okay.
And just so you guys actually understand what Grant was doing when he said, I was wondering if we can move that up 15 minutes early. He's trying to get engagement. It's moving it or not moving it is a form of confirmation of the appointment. So it was a tiny little trick that he put in there that will go a long way in making sure that it's actually a real appointment that you have.
And then, by the way, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I just want everybody to understand it. But I do know this. This is the gateway to the deal, man. The more appointments, I just sat down with an individual. I'm like, do you understand that appointments are worth $1,000 to your company? $1,000. Every appointment you get, whether it shows or doesn't show, I know the metric. If I can get an appointment, 65% of appointments close. I just had a guy walk in here with a bunch of books. He wanted to meet me. We had an appointment. He came in with 4 books. We didn't sell him anything. You know why? Because I was in a rush to do something else, and somebody else should have said, appointments mean money. We should sell him something else. Let's get him a book. Let's get him a sticker. Let's get him a service. Let's get him to our boot camp. This is what I'm teaching from right here. Okay, just so you know. Key metric to closing more sales. Appointments. Confirm the deal. Okay, know that this is the gateway. Know this is a key metric, and then accelerate. And if I don't do any good, by the way, fourth thing that I could do right here is flip this to third party.
Manager call.
Manager call.
And you don't have to be a manager to do a manager call. Maybe you're just managing the second call. That makes you a manager.
Maybe you're just pulling a Donald Trump on him. Y'all know the Donald Trump PR policy, right? Donald would just call as the PR person. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Donald Trump. I'm his publicist.
I'm calling on behalf of Donald Trump.
You sound just like him. You should see my hair. Okay, I'm going to run for president one day.
And I'm going to do it bigly.
And Oprah's going to be my vice president. Okay, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Jared Glant. We're talking big league sales, appointments today, gateway to the deal. Don't go anywhere, and I'll make your call. If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'll take care of your hotel room. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018.
Are you ready to tap into the e-commerce revolution? Making $60,000 a day may seem unreal, but there's a proven method you can use to get there. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes effort, and most of all, it takes resilience. Coach Gianni is now partnered with Gabriel Beltran, and together they are using the Ecom Millionaire formula to help increase your monthly revenue. Using his Ecom Millionaire system, you will sell products online, get step-by-step guidelines on how to market and use Facebook ads, and learn how to make millions with e-commerce. As an official platinum sponsor of the 10X Growth Con, check out themillionairemastermind.com. That's themillionairemastermind.com. Nico's Computer Engineering is at the front of everything digital and technology. With the most advanced use of Amazon Web Services, artificial intelligence to predict your next sale, learn how to predict what your customers will buy next, learn how to know and automate your whole business so you can do one thing, go make more money. Tim Clark is the guy to know, a thriving entrepreneur and the mastermind behind artificial intelligent sales processes. Get automated, make more money, and grow your business with Nikos. Learn more at nicosce.com. That's nicosce.com right now.
Hey, we're back. Young Hustlers, Thursday, noon, East Coast Standard Time.
Every Thursday, we come to you to talk about your sales game.
This is the podcast for sales. This is the podcast for sales from the people that are doing it. Negotiating big real estate deals, doing big training contracts, selling books, making offers, negotiating deals, setting appointments. Following up those appointments.
Incoming calls, building out your funnel.
Answering internet leads.
Responding to a click funnel.
Incoming calls, outgoing calls.
How about building 3 stools to your business, okay? E-commerce, retail, door to door.
Get it.
Today we're talking about appointments, key metric. We're going to be going over this in the growth conference, okay?
This is one of, let me see how many pages we have here.
186.
So this right here of the entire book Yeah. This right here of the entire book, that's all on appointments. Look how much more of the book we have remaining to go.
Just had a gentleman, he paid $10,000 to meet with me. He comes in every month. We sit down, look at his business. He's like, hey, Grant, I'm looking at my business right now. What's the most important thing in my business? Number one most important, he's like, I got two things. I got sales and I got expenses. He's like, my expenses are going up right now. Really, why is that? Well, the last 3 months, my sales were flat. Did your expenses change? No. If your sales stay flat and your expenses go up, guess what? You got an issue.
Yep.
Now, what happens in a business like that is the household, whether you're a household, a department, or a company, is the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out, somebody in the company says, we need to lower our expenses. No, you don't. You need to raise your sales. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, what are your expenses? He spends $1.2 million a month in expenses. 1.2. I said, how far can you lower that? I don't know, man. I'd have to sit down.
50 grand, maybe.
I said, dude, what if you could lower it to zero? Oh, that'd be unbelievable. Okay, the lowest you can get your expenses is to zero. Everybody agree with that? If you have a number that's $1.2 million, the most he can reduce this is $1.2 million. How far can you raise that?
Sales?
Yeah.
Tens of millions.
Which one
Hundreds
you
of
want to
millions.
focus on?
Yeah.
You want to focus on the one that has a limit? Or do you want to focus on the one that has no limit? Put your energy on raising the top of the building. Go high, right? Don't try to go lower here. It's more expensive for me to go underground than it is for me to stack another floor on top of this building. Follow me? So don't try to lower your expenses. Now, if that's the case, okay, we're going to take, he's coming to the boot camp, by the way. He's sending his key people to the boot camp to focus on one thing. How do I increase what?
Sales.
Good. But what do I need to do to increase the sale?
Get more appointments.
I need more appointments, okay? Right? The attention for 3 days will be how to get more appointments, how to get more leads, because I need to build out the top of the funnel.
Yep.
You know, I was telling Russell Brunson did $3 million, $3.2 million, $3.3 million on break in an hour and a half at my conference. He would not have done that if there weren't people in the room.
Yep.
There were qualified decision makers. It's weird. It's weird, man. He would not generate one sale or $1. You guys that are completely e-commerce dependent, you are missing the basics of sales. I need an audience. I need an appointment. They must be qualified. They have to be decision makers. Okay, let's take a caller.
All right, you got Liam in Colorado.
Liam, what's happening?
Hey, Grant and Jared.
What's going on, man? Good to have you on the show.
Yeah,
You got a question or you got a lead?
Oh, wait, what was that?
Do you have a question or do you have an appointment for me to call?
I have an appointment for you to call, but their restaurant isn't open yet. It's only 10:30 a.m.
I don't care if they're open or not. See, again, this is why you guys come up with 50 different reasons not to call people. They're out of town. They're not home yet. The company's not open. What's the phone number?
You're right. Wait, hold up. Let me give you a little bit.
I don't want any of that.
No
I don't want any of
information.
that, dude. Whatever you've done this
here's
far
the-
hadn't sold them anything. I just want to call them.
You're going to want to hear this, though, because this is my predicament that I'm having. I had an appointment with him yesterday. I went in. He was there. We sat down. I do social media marketing for companies, specifically restaurants.
Yeah.
And so I was with the decision maker, with the owner, and he made it clear to him. I even asked him at the end, I said, are you serious about moving forward with the solution for your social media? And he said, yes. And I tried to move forward with the close, but he said, before we do that, I want to sit down with my social media guy, because he has a guy doing social media for him already, but he's terrible at it.
Yeah.
And so he gave me the number of that guy. I called him. I texted him. He's basically not replying to either of my calls or texts, so he's being the barrier between me and this owner sitting down to make the deal go through.
Yeah. So really what we have
How would
here,
you go about that?
what we have here,
Third baseman.
yeah, and we have a follow-up call, okay? What we need to do is discover the real reason he hadn't bought. We don't have an appointment anymore. We have a follow-up. And by the way, this is what happens. Trying to make a sale, got an appointment, I increased my leads, I have qualified, Boom, check it off. I got a lead. He's qualified. I already did the appointment. He's done his appointment. He didn't close the deal. So what happens when I don't close? This is our sales cycle.
Well, people convert. They always convert.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them about that.
100% of the people that you encounter will convert in a sales situation. They either do buy or they don't buy. Either way, they made a decision.
They converted.
Yeah.
You made a sale or they made a sale, right? So first thing you guys wanted to understand is that everybody's buying. So the sales cycle, this is our sales cycle. Okay, you had the guy's interest. You got interest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So then what happened?
Yeah. Then I got the
Well, that's really
appointment.
the idea, right? The idea is the interest, right?
Okay.
And then we have attention.
Yeah. Well, you got his attention. This is attention, right?
Right.
So he got in front of the guy.
Right.
That's good.
It went perfect.
Now you got to have
It
interest.
went perfect. Oh yeah, it went
all the way
perfect.
up till the close. All the way up to the close.
Okay. And then did you qualify him here to find out what he needed?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happened when I sat down in the appointment. I asked him a few qualifying questions, like, why did you agree to meet with me today? I got some of his pain points, figured out how I could position myself as the key to the lock that is his problems, basically.
Yeah.
And then tried to go from there to say, I need to move forward with this right now. And he was like, all right, well, I want to sit down with, it was like objection, but it was like a valid objection because.
Hey, let me ask you this.
there you go.
Let me ask you this. What would you do if your existing social media manager says no?
Yeah, exactly.
See, I would you accept.
I would go back to the owner and I would just say we need to.
No, that's what I'm telling you. You should have asked the owner.
You should have asked that
that's the
yesterday.
opportunity
You
you
should have
missed
asked
there.
that yesterday,
He
okay?
tried to deflect to another person.
He did deflect.
He did deflect. You need to go back to the owner right there in that moment and say, okay, I understand you'd like me to do that. Happy to do that. What are you going to do if this third party says no?
Okay.
But let me just go back here because there's something could have broken right in here too, right? What was the proposal amount?
It was $1,500 a month, and that includes an ad spend that I'd be spending on his behalf for Facebook ads.
So it's $18,000 a year. Did you talk to him about 18 grand a year?
No, I didn't bring up the year amount.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to qualify the lead. I find out, okay, this is what he needs. This is what he wants. Now I know what to present to him. You presented a solution. I need to find out what the pain point is to figure out. I'm a doctor. Hey man, what's hurting? Oh, my foot's hurting. Okay, so I need to then select a solution. This is a solution. At some point, you guys got to get to cost. You want to tell the guy $1,500 a month? He's like, that's $18,000 a year. That might be his objection, but you don't know because you didn't bring it up. Do you want 1 month of business or do you want 12 months of business?
Yeah, but the thing was...
No, answer the question. Answer the question. Do you want 1 month of business or 12 months of business?
One.
You want 1 month.
Oh, you're saying in it. Yeah, no, 12. I see what you're saying.
But because you need to talk to this guy. 18,000. By the way, over the next 5 years, you need to plan on spending $90,000 a year to make this program work. Now, why am I doing that? Because I don't want to flip this off to a punk.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to a punk that can't write a check because your presentation was a $1,500 solution to probably a multi-million-dollar problem.
Yeah, exactly. The thing was, he didn't seem like he wasn't down to spend the money. He seemed like he was on board with putting down an amount monthly to get a solution that's going to do something like increase sales by 20 to 30% in less than 90 days, as I explained to him.
Yeah.
It was more just like, I don't know, it was weird. It was like
But watch what I'm going to ask right here. Watch what I'm going to ask right here. Other than yourself, would anybody else need to be involved in this decision? To invest $18,000 a year. To invest $92,000.
Just so you know, Liam, that question gets asked at the beginning of the process, not in the close. Like when you're
it could be asked again here, though.
When you're qualifying the guy, you need to ask him, is there anybody else other than yours? Before we get started, is there anybody else who you would like to see what we're going to talk about today? Anybody else that's going to be involved in the decision?
Influencers.
Absolutely.
Implementers, executors. So see what happened was he used a person not there. This is a professional buyer's trick to not making a decision. I'm going to use a third party that's not here. We're going to fluff off to them, and I'm not going to tell you the truth. You lost my attention, dude. Yeah, I could spend $1,500. Yeah, but would you spend 18 grand? Would you spend $90,000 over the next 5 years? You want to keep his attention. Right? Some of you are trying to, the price is so low, you lose people's attention. He's like, yeah, this isn't a big deal to me. I got to go buy some equipment for 40 grand for my kitchen.
Yeah.
That's where his attention goes to. So I don't know if that helps.
That definitely lost his attention.
It's not, the deal's not big enough, man. The problem's not big enough. You with me? He's got other fish to fry. He's got a kid that needs, yeah.
How would you follow up given what I've said?
I would follow up as a third party. I'd have somebody else call him and say, I'm calling on behalf of da-da. You were with him yesterday, and we're curious. Why didn't you buy the product?
All right, let me give you his number right now.
Okay. What's his name?
So it's an Indian restaurant, and his name is Jatin, Jatin.
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 And then Liam, is this the owner of the restaurant, or is this the social media guy?
Jatin is the owner.
Yeah, good. That's the only person I want to talk to.
Cool.
So what's the number?
It's 720-244-6159.
Show them how big the follow-up portion of the book is. By the way, guys, follow-up is, I asked about the first metric, appointments. Dude, follow-ups, probably the second most important metric in sales.
Yeah, Jotin. Liam and Jotin.
Hello?
Hey, Jotin, how you doing today?
Not bad. Who's this?
Hey, my friend, I'm a partner with Liam that was with you yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm calling because I just got a very direct question to ask you that we're curious about. Why didn't we appreciate your time yesterday. Why didn't you make a decision to do business with us?
Why did we? Is this for the processing or what?
This for the social media solution that we talked about generating more leads yesterday.
Because I usually go through my marketing consultant.
Okay.
So I wanted him to consult with Sam. And so I give him his contact number.
Yeah, beautiful. And we've reached out to Sam a couple of times. We've been unsuccessful getting him on the phone. I was just wondering, is there anything else that Liam did or didn't do that didn't give you the comfort to do?
He did well, but what I do is I stick to anything that comes to media. I tend to go through him because he understands all this technology, all that stuff better than I do.
Yes, sir.
And how it works. So I wanted everyone to, even if I get somebody calling for design a website or marketing over the phone, I said, well, I give him his number, go through him.
Right.
And it certainly looked interesting what Neil was saying, but I wanted him to go through him.
Okay, beautiful. And what would our solution need to do for you for the two of you to make a decision to move forward?
Actually, him giving the go-ahead.
Okay.
Sounds good, or yeah.
Okay. So when can we get together, the three of us or the four of us? When could all four of us get together and discuss this? It'll only take about 6 or 8 minutes to clarify whether you want to move forward or not.
Let me. I'll have to give him a call.
Okay.
You're flexible with your schedule? Or
if you tell me to be there in 20 minutes, I'll do whatever I can do to get over there in 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, he's not here right now, but.
Okay.
I could. Let me give him a call and find out.
Okay, sir. And my name's Grant.
Okay.
You can call this number back, or you can call Liam back.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, sounds good.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm missing a lot of data there, but the point is this. We just accelerated. This is what I said in the first break. We just accelerated. If you were doing this every day, would you make more money? Liam?
You definitely just land. That's going to be a land. That's going to be a deal.
Liam's over there got a little woody right now. He's like, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk to the next caller. Okay, this is what we're doing at this boot camp, folks. You guys are like, it costs money to go to this boot camp. It costs money. It costs an airfare. It costs a hotel. It costs $10,000 to come. Let me tell you what costs money. What costs money, Jared?
Missing opportunities, missing deals,
You know
not
what?
making that second call to jam it.
Liam's all jacked up right now. What's that worth? Shit, I got something going on. Then you can make a second call.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start catching fire in the company. And then you start getting other people's attention, right?
And just so you guys understand, when Todd in the back is making a follow-up call, a management call, you know, he's not getting all that data from the salesperson. Like, you know, Liam wanted to give a lot of information, but when Todd calls, he's just calling up going, hey, what did we miss? We presented you the product. You didn't convert.
I don't even know
Why
what I'm
didn't you make
talking
a
about,
decision?
by the way. Notice, I have no clue what we're talking about.
And the reason for that, the reason you want to have somebody in a secondary position call in and do that is because it's a direct question that most people aren't expecting, and if they're not prepared for it, they usually answer it.
Yeah.
They don't have any time to like recalculate or anything like that. So it's a very powerful tool.
And again, we didn't
tool.
I think the deal broke down. Personally, I think the deal broke down here because you weren't talking about big enough money. And Liam, I think that you probably got too technical in the social media thing. It's a big mistake that a lot of people make. Dude, I'm going to get you more leads. I'm going to get you more money. I'm going to get you more people calling. I'm going to get you more people in here. It's going to convert to money. If you don't understand a sales cycle, how can you sell anybody anything? Particularly, how can you sell it to another business? Let's talk to our next caller.
We got Justin in Clinton Island.
The boot camp, April 6th, 7th, and 8th, right around the corner, folks. We have about 12 spaces left. You're a business owner, CEO, startup, small business owner, entrepreneur, coach, expert. Maybe you're a big business and you want to make a bunch of money, okay? This is the workbook that we're going to go over. I deliver the entire conference. Let me talk to the caller.
Get your boot camp ticket. Swipe
Yes,
up,
what's going
swipe
on?
up. 12 spots left.
Hello, is this Grant?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Grant, this is Justin down here at Billionado. Hey, did I catch you at halfway each time to talk real quick?
Yeah, that's why I took your call.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, man, the reason for my call, my manager, he asked me to reach out to you personally to see if you knew about the huge, huge deal that we had going on this month.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, well, just to make sure I'm not wasting your time, man. I mean, you guys still have that excellent SUV, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Super. Hey, is there anything about the SUV that you don't like?
No, I love it. I love my SUV.
Oh, super, super. Hey, great. Let me ask you, if we can move you up here with little to no money out of pocket, would you consider getting a newer SUV?
No, I don't need anything new right now.
Okay. All right. Even if there was no money down, that means you get better fuel economy, newer technology.
Yeah, no. I'm fine with what I have.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Well, let me ask you. Other than the SUV, I mean, you guys, obviously, you and Elena.
See, now you lost, dog. Now you lost. You in Netherland now. You just stepped off into purgatory, bro.
Great, I'll tell you, here's what you did great.
Yeah.
Great positive attitude no matter what the response was. You kept it positive. You kept getting the call moving forward. I think that you sound good on the phone. I think
willing to make the phone call. Dude. That's awesome.
Willing to make the call. I think that you may want to lead with something about them first, because what your opening question was implying that there was something he was unhappy with about his situation. When I think you could have actually flipped it and said, hey, I know that you own this vehicle right now. We're paying more than ever for cars like that. I'd love to get you a free appraisal to see if it's something that you might be interested in getting out of. And my manager just said that if you were able to come in, there could be a way for me to get you in a brand new vehicle today and actually lower your payments with little or no money down out of your pocket.
Yeah. So again, now you're into prospecting, okay? There's going to be on Sunday, we're going to be covering prospecting, how to generate leads. Like, you guys need to know what your metric are. What are the three major metric for what he's looking for is an appointment, by the way. I never really knew the reason he was calling me. That put me in mystery. When we open a call, the reason I'm calling Mr. Johnson is, I need to know what that is. I want to get you out of your SUV. Like, it's clear. You need to set your intention, not his. Right? Well, no, we're fine with our SUV. I understand you're fine with your SUV, but what if I could pay you back 100% of the money that you paid for your SUV and you kept it for a year? Oh, man, maybe now. You see, what is the reason you're calling rather than poking around seeing if he's a buyer or a buyer for a new car, okay? So look, here's your 3 key metrics. These are the key metrics for a department head. Man, I know some stuff about sales, don't I? For an department head, for a salesperson, young salesperson, old salesperson, whatever. Number 1 is appointments. The number of appointments that you get every day determines whether or not you're going to grow your business or not. Okay. Number 2 is proposals. Proposals. If I get a bunch of appointments and never say, Jared, this is going to cost X, right? I want to increase the proposals, not the close ratios, by the way. Closing ratios are not one of the major metrics.
And the proposal is a byproduct of the presentation. Some of you may be like, well, what about presentations? How many presentations did you make? If you make a presentation, you should send out a proposal.
If I present this, hey, here's a $3,995 solution. It will train all your salespeople, your managers, your department heads. You can teach this for yourself $4,000, or you can come to my conference. I'll deliver it to you. It requires an airfare. It requires a hotel. If you have 3 people, it's going to cost you $30,000. Yep. Everybody walks out with this. And I spend 3 days with you going over it, making calls, getting you to make calls, going through scripts, going through follow-ups. It's a $30,000 purchase, and my goal is to make you $3 million with it in the next quarter. Okay? Now, you could do nothing, or you could do this. The only reason you won't make a decision to do this is because you're not the decision maker, you don't have the money. I'm going to give you a 3rd reason, or you're not committed to your business. That's the only 3 reasons you won't do it.
That's right.
Appointments, proposals, and follow-up. Okay, these are the 3 key metrics to increase in sales, and most of you are broken on all 3. We work with big companies, big, giant companies. Okay, I'm going to show you the numbers here. 65% of all appointments close. Almost 3 times what you get from somebody just walking in or calling in. Proposals. 72% of all businesses never present a proposal. Okay? Check this out. 85% of all businesses never call a guy back. 64% of companies that spend a massive amount of money on advertising don't admit that they don't nurture a lead. I went to Bloomingdale's the other day. I bought $600 worth of bullshit sunglasses. Nobody even follows me up. Do you think that's the last $600 I have? I ordered another pair that night.
On the internet.
On the internet of things. Things I don't need. It's called the Internet of Things I don't need. It's stupid, man. We're going to be focused. Now, why do I know a guy that buys 2 pairs of sunglasses will buy a 3rd pair? Because nobody gives you their last money. This is a rule, man. This is a rule. You need to know the rules of selling. You need to know the rules of buyers, how people think. Nobody gives you their last money, ever. Ever. Never. Nobody spends their last dollar. So maybe you're doing fishing boats in Miami, and a guy rents the fishing boat from you, and it's $1,500, and you're like, hey, I could add a mate for you to take care of everything. Nah, I don't think so. And then the guy quits selling stuff. But you should be selling other stuff. The igloo, the ice, the beer, okay, you don't want a mate? How about a captain and a mate? No, I don't even want the mate, dude. Dude, let me tell you why you'd want a captain and a mate. Feature, advantage, benefit. Most of you can't even do a basic feature, advantage, benefit. I'm just telling you the truth here. This is about keeping your sales hustle young. This is Jared Blant. We got one more caller. The boot camp is in what, 14 days?
14 days.
14 days and counting. This is all we're going to be focused on the entire time, okay? I'm not coming out of the ceiling. There's not 26 speakers. It's me and my staff. Jared will be there. Todd will be there. Our culture. Dave Roboard, Steve Spray, guys that are on the phone every day. And we're going to be going through this workbook, taking calls, making calls, and getting you ready, dude. Okay? So you're not worried about how much money you're making. You're not worried about how much money you're spending. You're worried about how do I service all these clients I have. The opportunity's out there. You can get appointments. You need to present proposals, and we must follow up more. Next caller.
We got Paul in St. Petersburg.
Paul and St. Pete.
See this right here, these 13 metrics that needs to be built.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, Paul?
How's it going? Who am I speaking to?
My name's Grant Cardone.
And my name's Jared Glenn.
Jared Glenn on Instagram. Jared Glenn.
At Jared Glenn.
Jared Glenn.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. What's going on, dude?
Growth Top, man. I got to tell you a quick little story how much you helped me. I was working a 9 to 5. Fast forward, I turned my 9 to 5 into a client of mine. I have a digital marketing business, conversionchasers.com. I primarily sell Google AdWords management to local service-based businesses. I'm trying to set more appointments. My struggle right now is reaching a decision maker / the actual business owner. Whenever I'm talking to people, I start saying digital marketing, and the next thing I just kind of get tailed off.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because I don't
They're not
care.
interested in digital
I
marketing.
don't care about digital marketing. Google
Yeah,
AdWords.
so I try to just talk about exactly kind of what you said. I can help you increase leads. We can reach people already searching for your product. Your competition is doing it and stuff like that. And really what I'm trying to do is I need to get in touch with the person that's actually the decision maker, right? So a lot of times I'm reaching the hourly employees, and I don't know how to really kind of get through the gatekeeper at this stage.
Gatekeeper now.
Yeah. Well, how much money did your business make last year?
Well, I just started my business last year. I was working a 9 to 5, making around 40 grand, and then my business did another 40 grand on the side. This year projected to do right around 100 grand, and I want to 10x that.
You're not going to 10x it because you want to. You're going to 10x it because there's a plan and you know how to. The money's out there, man. You know the money's there. People are spending so much money on digital. Who can get in front of the customer? You know, who can get in front of the customer? Yeah. Have you ever walked into a company and said, "Hey, let me show you something"?
Yep, 100%. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I just picked up. I have 6 recurring clients now. And now I just have all my workflow and all the software in place where I can actually begin to take on more clients. So now my plan is
where do you live?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Dude, you need to get over here.
I've seen your plane land in the airport here before, man.
Well, that's good, man. You need to get yourself down to Miami for April 6th, 7th, and 8th, and I'm gonna show you how to make 500 grand a year, not 100.
Because the thing is what the water beats the rock. I'll just tell you, you're talking about a cold calling prospecting issue, and one call will never get you through. Lack of creativity will never get you through. A terrible pitch will never get you through. Mishandling the gatekeeper will never get you through. When you're making an outbound reach on a cold call, there's a checklist of things that you got to have in place in order to get through. Decision makers are hard to get to on purpose because they can make decisions. And so what you need to figure out is how you're actually going to get through the door. We've got 4 hours that we're dedicating of the boot camp to solve this specific problem that you're talking about.
And we
right
say,
now.
look, if they're easy to get to, they won't make a decision. You know, if people are easy to get to, you have the wrong person. They're hard to get to. They're qualified buyers. There's a reason why they're hard to get to, because they're easy to close. But again, you got to know your metrics. You got to know the sales process. You got to have it cleared up. The 2 people that called in today and had a pitch, it was all right, but it ain't going to get anywhere.
No.
You got to work this pitch out. You got to get it good. It's like you're doing a root canal, man.
Yeah, and so what you're looking at is you're looking at this really big process or this wheel, and you could misdiagnose a problem that you're having, and that's a lot of the problem that people have. Like Zach earlier, Liam, he thought his problem was the guy he needed to talk to, but there's 4 things that could have happened before he got to that objection that he could have messed up on. Yeah. So what you really need to get is you need to get tight on the entire process. And so that's why we put this boot camp together so that we could, for 3 days, go deep into each of these because everything works together. And too often, amateur salespeople will chase the wrong problem in a deal. And so if you're frustrated with doing that, if you're tired of spending time, energy, and money, and you're just not getting any results, it's not working for you, you probably just have the wrong information. You're probably missing some piece of data about the greeting maybe, or the qualification process, and you think that you have a closing problem. So all of these things work together like a wheel, and we're going to bring it all together over 3 days. There ain't nobody on planet Earth who knows the sales process better than this guy.
Like you get a guy's attention. You're in front of him in his office, and then you're in the qualification. You guys need to be looking for this guy, to lose this guy. Somewhere around here, I can lose somebody. That ADD, the attention disorder.
Hyperactive, yeah.
He starts, if he's a qualified guy,
squirrel.
He's like, I'm thinking about this problem, that problem. I got this problem going on. I got to meet with a lawyer this afternoon. I got John saying over here, hey, Tom, you know, so you can lose a person's attention, and you might have to go back to step 1 when you're in step 3, 4, 5, or 6. I might have to move back to the guy and get his attention again.
And if you're lucky, this happened to me on a call before, where a prospect has been like, hey, dude, you're getting in the weeds right now.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting too deep. But most of the time, they won't tell you that.
Yeah.
And so, like,
Jared, by the way, Jared gets too deep a lot.
Yeah.
Why? Because Jared's a structured person that likes details. Now, you try to run details on me, I'm gone.
And that's why at the beginning you need to know who you're talking to, because like Grant is not that guy. So he presents his product like that. But there are people that he presents to that need the. So then you got to know your prospect. And then you got to figure out like what type of personality are they and how do they need to be communicated with. And that's why we cover that in the boot camp as well. So, dude, this is going to be deep. No place else on planet Earth, if you are a sales professional, that you should be April 6th, 7th, and 8th, than in Miami with us.
And if you don't want to go, I'll send you the masters to this. And I'll give you a 2-for-1. I'll give you the applicant students portion and all the answers. So you'll get 2 of these books. You'll get the instructor's manual and the student's manual.
Student book. Yeah, student book. Yeah.
For the $39.95. Let's put that on the website. I'll get you what I use, all my answers, how I'm going to use this. I'm going to actually have a book like this that I teach from, and then you will get this book. If you can't be there, at least get the answers. Start training yourself if you don't want to come to Miami for whatever reason. You guys are in New York and you love the snow this weekend. You like being cold. It's minus 25 in Winnipeg and you love freezing your ass off. Don't come to Miami. You don't want to spend 3 days with me. Okay, there's about a dozen of us that are going to go to dinner one night, the premium group. Those tickets are $15,000. Maybe your excuse is money. I don't want to spend $15,000. I want to self-teach myself for $4,000. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I know this. Coming's not going to cost you money. Spending money on the book's not going to cost you money. What's going to cost you money is when the hustle runs out of your damn sales cycle. And that's what happens here. You guys lose hustle. Young hustlers, it's not about age. You're losing hustle because you can't get attention. You're losing hustle because they won't answer your questions. You're losing hustle because you don't know how to do a good demonstration. You're losing hustle because you never get to the proposal or you're terrified to. Most people are terrified to present a number here. You're losing hustle because you don't know how to close, don't know how to push, don't know how to insist, and don't know how to persist. And then you definitely lose hustle. 85% of all sales organizations never follow up. My name's Grant Cardone. This is Jared Glant. You ready? If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'll take care of your hotel room. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018.